Well, hello. It is I, the man, the myth, the legend, the greatest. What am I good at? The greatest rapper alive. That's right. I am the greatest rapper alive, and you can tell because when I rap, it is cool. Anyway, I swear I am the funniest person alive to myself and only myself. Anyways, welcome to Cyberslam 2000. 2000, I almost said 99. It's not. It's 00. Like the number of relationships I've had. Yep. We're going to get real for a minute here. It's emotional. Anyways, it is currently, as I'm recording this, I do this now because I want to see how long it takes me to upload videos. I'm recording this on December 23rd. I put up episode 117 yesterday. This should be episode 119. So yeah, I think we're doing okay. Kind of uploading wise. I'm officially on my winter break. Hanging out, man. Hanging out. It was really funny. Apparently in episode 117, I mentioned uploading while I was hungover or something like that, which was hilarious because when I uploaded episode 117, I was hungover. It was phenomenal. I'm sorry also if my voice sounds different or if I sound more congested than usual. It's that time of the year where everybody gets sick, and I won't bother. Let's just say that my family is a little bit more susceptible to illness due to, I guess technically both of my parents and where they work. So when I'm home, I'm much more likely to get ill. It's why I'm always ill around this time of year, basically. I've got a direct route. Anyways, this is Cyberslam 2000. Tonight, we've got 2 matches that I've hyped up. I believe only 2. I'm begging it's only 2. I'm hoping I'm not forgetting one. I definitely don't think I am. But if I am, fuck's sakes. Anyways, we've got kicking off tonight's show. Not immediately kicking off, but our opening match of the night will be the fatal, or I guess no, it's the 4-way dance. I forgot. Fatal 4-way is the WWE buzzword. You kind of forget that, I guess, now, living in almost damn 20 years past the last time WWE had any actual competition. It's really weird. Yeah, god damn. Yeah, holy fuck. God, I'm gonna be 20 soon. Anyways. Yeah, we've got 2 matches. We've got the Fatal 4-Way opening up for the number 1 contendership for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. We've got Abyss taking on Jeff Hardy, taking on Bubba Ray Dudley, taking on Steve Corino. And then in our main event, it's the ECW World Tag Team Championships on the line as the Stormtroopers, Lance Storm and Chris Candido of the Triple Threat look to take back their belts against Hayabusa and Yoshihiro Tajiri Tosetsuba. Without further ado, we are in the Jadwin Gymnasium, because where else would we be? It's our favorite arena. The world's most favorite arena. Let's just fucking kick the dick. Kick the dick. Sure. 93A as we kick off with Chris Jericho, and he talks about the Sandman, how the Sandman jumped him last week, costing him and Tosetsuba their 6-man tag team match. And he basically just says, Sandman, you keep talking about just attacking people for no reason. That's twice you've attacked me. I think there's a reason, pal. I think there's something wrong between you and me, and I, quite frankly, want to know what it is. So if you would be so willing, so giving, I want you, Junior, to come out here next week, or maybe stay on your weird little TV screen near the brick wall, wherever the hell you hang out, wherever all the other drug addicts piss. Anyways, I want you to let me know, personally, why you feel like it's a smart idea to attack the Lion Tamer, the Lion Heart, Chris Jericho. And it's that Fatal 4-Way. Okay, so I probably made the right call not having this main event. I wanted to have it main event, but two things came to mind, right? I want the tag belts to main event because obviously they're going to get a better rating. They are. They're going to get a better rating for the tag team bonuses they're all going to get. Also, tag team matches in TEW are always fucking OP as fuck because most tag teams, IRL, are the ones that you'd be using, and they often have really good chemistry, which means they all get performance bonuses. And also because it's the World Tag Team titles, and I feel like they should be able to main event. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. Maybe I think that World belts should be able to main event. Like, I think that, that kind of even goes back to, like, the brand split series from, like, 2017 now, however long ago it was, that me and Putty, God, I almost said 370, what the fuck, I'm tripping out, that me and Putty did that, and he talked about how he was very proud of the fact that every single one of his championships main evented during a 1-year stretch. Every single one of the championships main evented a show. Don't think that included the designated like mid-card championship, because obviously the US and the IC belt aren't on that level, but the tag belts are supposed to be the top for tag teams, the women's belt top of the top for the women, and the heavyweight championship is top of the top for men. So he was very proud of the fact that he was able to main event with all of those. And so I take that into account sometimes when I'm doing something like this. And so in a bout that had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat, oh no. Abyss defeats Jeff Hardy, Bubba Ray Dudley, and Steve Corino in 1550 when Abyss defeated Bubba Ray Dudley by pinfall with a black hole slam. Interestingly enough, for this match, I threw Taz on comms just to test it out. I was actually just thinking, we'll have, the champion be on comms anyways. Who's my champ? Because sometimes I forget. I continuously believe it's Rob Van Dam because he's so, like, integral to my thinking on this series. And I was like, oh, it's Taz, right. And then I threw him on comms, and I was like, wait, actually, what's his comm rating? And I stopped, and I went, oh, no, I don't even need to check. It's going to be okay. Shout out Taz, I guess. Shout out, like, old Taz for just not being great at the whole commentary thing, but still being good enough in some people's minds, I guess. I never thought Taz was an overtly great commentator. But anyways, I think he could have good lines. All right, that's a lot of commentators, though. Then again, I when he's not being like, and I don't know if this is the consensus or not anymore on the internet. I know for a little while it was very much not, but I believe that when he isn't being like rail-fed lines through his headpiece, I think that Michael Cole can actually be a really, really good commentator. Again, if you need proof, you check out the women's, the Mae Young Classic, whatever, the one tournament they did a little while ago. Not the first one, the second one, when they had Cole on with Beth Phoenix. Michael Cole's phenomenal and steals the show. Because he's just allowed to be himself. It's actually a really good watch. Also, of course, some really banger ass matches, and a really interesting kind of what's the word? I guess like flash forward to kind of the women's wrestling situation now, where almost all of the women who make it into the kind of upper tier of that tournament now are in and around championships or are main players on one of the 3 WWE television shows. Anyways. Not, of course, counting 205 Live, which, like, is half a show, because it's, part of NXT, so I guess it depends whether or not you consider them their own separate roster. I really don't, but, up to you. Anyway, so yeah, Abyss wins, and we kind of switch cameras to the announce table, and we just see Taz there, and he's looking at Abyss celebrating the ring, and it's subtle. Like, I don't want to say, like, it's so obvious, and I don't want to, like, be like, it's the most subtle thing ever, we're making movies over here, but just, Taz kind of has his belt over his shoulder, slightly readjusts it, and kind of holds it slightly closer to him, and maybe, just maybe, for the first time, I think, in this entire run, Taz might be in trouble. Abyss is a big fucking boy. He's almost undefeated. He's lost once, but he's been on a tear. He destroyed Tommy Dreamer's, like, confidence in himself. we move forward into a triple threat segment. Shane Douglas hypes up his boys. They're going to reclaim the tag team championships tonight in the main event. Tosatsuba aren't going to know what hit them. Lance Storm, Chris Candido, go in there, get the job done, wrap it up, bring the belts back home, and then, keep on moving onward and upwards. So this is not great, but that's okay. Rhino defeats Tony Mamaluke in about 3:40 by pinfall with the pile driver. I was like, I need some kind of quick match I can just do to get the wild brawl stipulation in there. Rhino's been feuding with the FBI. There's the only FBI member he hasn't fought yet. There you go, Tony. Get fucking destroyed. Rhino kills him. Hits him with a pile driver. Rhino is, he's really improving quite quickly, I think, in overness. He's really, the crowd, I guess, in the game is kind of attaching themselves to him quite quickly, which is great, because he's kind of, I don't want to say he's like a majorly big player in my mind moving forward, but he very easily could be. If you don't know, I kind of plan out how I kind of want a year to go, basically, early on in the year. Like, I'm formulating different things I want to do this year. I've got a couple ideas that I'm finally going to capitalize on. I like this new commentary style that I do. I know I'm really distracted seemingly this episode, but I do enjoy just sometimes talking about my thoughts when I go into this save, or when I'm booking, because I think, God, I'm going to sound like such a fucking, like, arrogant, big-brained asshole here, but I partially do mean it. I think it could help people, maybe. Like, I think that, I mean, who am I, right? I'm a fucking random 18-year-old kid, basically, just fucking yelling at the mic. But yeah, no, I think that sometimes thinking about how I kind of look at things might help people or something like that, because I've played this game now since its release. I played 13, I'll be playing 20, you know what I mean? I'm kind of, for people that are kind of new or just look up the game on YouTube like I did before I got into it, I think kind of not only just seeing the game and kind of how it works, but also hearing kind of the rationality in people's brains, both kind of in kayfabe and out of kayfabe, is something that's really interesting. I always value that, at least when I watch TEW stuff, which isn't that often anymore, which I'm totally honest about. Like, I don't watch that much TEW stuff anymore, mostly because when I do watch TEW, it kind of, sometimes it, I'll just say it frustrates me. Like, I'll just say I would have made a completely different decision or something like that, and that's not really from a gameplay point even, because most of the people who do TEW on YouTube, the bigger ones, of course, and I've noticed there's a lot of, it's been popping up on my YouTube recommended lately a lot. There's a lot of smaller channels out there that have been really on this grind, man, and I swear I just got in at a really good time. And that's kind of where I somewhat grew the viewership that I did. But there, if you look up TEW or whatever and you scroll through, you're going to find a lot more content in there than just like the 3, 4, 5 kind of bigger name guys that are still, you know, beating their same old drum. And it's always good to kind of, I don't know, look at other stuff, look at other guys, what they're doing. But anyways, I always prefer when I watch TEW to hear what somebody else is thinking, because ultimately I would consider myself a writer. I mean, that's what I'm basically doing with this series. I write TV. I write wrestling TV, which isn't really TV, but I have the same kind of thinking as that. But yeah, let's get back to the show we're in the middle of, right? So we have Little Guido and Tracy Smothers come out, and they talk about, you know, Rhino, that was pretty damn impressive, but we still want to fucking kick your ass. So here's what we're going to pitch, and you're going to accept because you're a fucking moron. We're going to do a handicap match. Me and Guido, we're going to kick your ass, Rhino. There's nothing you can do about it. And then Rhino makes a Rhino noise, which I just always drew my head back to just a Rhino noises. Arr! Like, I don't know if that is what a Rhino sounds like, but, you know, Rhino. Right, so we do another Tommy Dreamer, Jerry Lynn segment. I get that these are kind of starting to draw on. I feel that, I promise. And so kind of as we talk about that, I'm trying to think now. Maybe they're just relaxing. They're like relaxing by a pool or something like that. Just two dudes being guys, dudes being guys. Dreamer kind of is just like, you know what, Jerry, I think I am starting to feel something. I'm starting to just mellow out. I'm really starting to maybe kind of find myself. And Lynn looks over at Tommy and he says, fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. All right. Tommy, you said that, like you are, in essence, pro wrestling, right? Like, you love pro wrestling. And Dreamer's like, yeah, I absolutely do. Jerry says, all right. We got one last stop to make. And we'll see where that leads them next week. Just another quick kind of match. Christopher Daniels' debut match. He beats Spike Dudley with the Last Rites. I don't know what the Last Rites is. I'm trying to think. The Last Rites. Oh. No, that's the what the fuck is the Last Rites? I'm gonna have to look it up afterwards. Feel free to comment it because I'm gonna be changing it to the best moonsault ever here in a minute. Just because I need that for the tag finish, which I'll talk about literally right now. Fuck yeah, dude. CM Punk is fantastic on the microphone. Punk comes out with Daphne, or maybe Daphne's there, Punk's kind of there, whatever. Anyway, see, Punk picks up a microphone and he starts talking about how this man right here, Christopher Daniels, and myself, under the guidance of Raven, we're going to bring a change to this company. A fundamental change, and I know I've discussed it previously on my sit-down interview with Christy Mist, but I mean it, and I mean it fully. This company is full of people who need guidance. They are full of people who need to see a new light. And I don't mean religiously. I don't mean enforcing practices upon people. That's not how things get done. You show people the way through yourself. And if me and Christopher Daniels together, along with Raven and Abyss, if we individually, each and all, are great, then others will follow. And we will collectively raise the bar for professional wrestling. That's why I'm very happy to announce that myself and Christopher Daniels are gunning for the ECW World Tag Team Championships. So we've got Punk and Daniels now joining the basically already stacked tag team ranks. I think you guys have seen Raven's Nest before pop up sometimes in a tag team auto book or two. But yeah, no, they're a full-on tag team for now. And I like this kind of duo. I mean, Punk can talk for them, and both of them are great wrestlers. They've got Daphne with them, giving me that. You hit your woman limit, kid. Good job. I mean, that's such a terrible way to talk about it. But yeah, no, really. These three together are kind of a unit. Well, Raven's kind of doing his own thing, and Percy Pringle with Abyss is kind of doing his own thing. But all together, they're kind of in and around the same area, if that makes any sense. They're all working together, but they're all kind of doing their own individual little pieces to kind of help further this goal. You know what I mean? Change the world. Kenny Omega for you. But yeah, no, like that's kind of the Nest's new function, man. They want to, I guess, change the culture of the company through their own greatness, and I've talked about it before. And I mean, it's how ECW works. It's how a lot of my saves work, man. When you're the world champion, or you're any kind of champion with significant value, you have a say on the show. And I think that's how in kayfabe it should work. Like, when you are world champion, when you're tag team champion, you should be talked to over decisions. You should join meetings or something like that, whatever the hell you want to attend, in kayfabe, of course. Be able to give your input on things, and you gain a bit of influence, and that's another aspect of being world champions. Moving on. We get Mikey Whipwreck making an announcement there to Christy Mist. He says that he is going to countersue Paul Heyman for mishandling and neglect. Christy Mist says, mishandling and neglect of what, Mikey? And Mikey says, of myself. This angle, I swear, started off as like just something I was doing because fuck it, I need something for Mikey to do. And now it's like, we're going to court, baby. We're doing court next episode. Like, I love it. Fuck yeah. Main event time. 74B-. I was absolutely correct. But that had good wrestling and decent reaction to the crowd. Tosatsuba defeated the Stormtroopers in 1735 when Hayabusa defeated Chris Candido by pinfall to Shinda Niku. Tosatsuba make defense number 1 of their ECW World Tag Team Championships. Sped through that. Great little match here from the tag guys. I absolutely love it. Tosatsuba pick up the victory. I'm never really sure what the fuck a Shinda Niku is. I don't think I've ever really been sure. But, you know, it's probably got something to do with Mist, maybe. Or like a head kick, buzzsaw kick, something like that. And to close out the show, a 78B is Raven on the microphone. Says, you know, you heard from Punk already, and now you hear from me. Van Dam, don't think we forgot about you. CM Punk and Chris Daniels are certainly going for the tag team championships, but they have firm directive to stamp your ass out first. You can trust me. Absolutely. When I say that Raven, what? When I say Rob, you, my friend, aren't gonna be looking too good by year's end. Both CM Punk and Christopher Daniels are going to make your life hell. Whether you're directly fighting them, or whether you try so desperately to move on. You sealed your own fate by trying to play hero. And meanwhile, when I come to think about it, Taz is in trouble as well. The monster. My monster. Abyss. Taz, I hope you are ready for the most violent, I guess, for the most violent match of your life. The Sandman even, might be, bloodthirsty animals. You've never faced anything like the disturbed and twisted psyche of Abyss. And to all others on this roster, up and down, comms teams, to the guys who set up the ring, to the world champion, Taz. Trust the Raven. We are coming for you all. Quoth the Raven. Nevermore. Alright, 78B up in 7. Good shit. Hey, there's Joel Deaton. I actually know who Joel Deaton is, mostly for his tremendous mustache. Also, he starts off in JCP in the 85 data you can get for this game. He's just a mid-card guy. I liked him because he's got a weird mustache. My qualifications for liking anyone, meaning that, yes, most recently, Robert Roode around WrestleMania time in 2019 was my absolute favorite wrestler of all time. Anyways, Cyberslam, excellent, really struck gold with the show, good shit. Incoming for all these different companies, I really don't care. Tracy Smothers is like, I need momentum, please. Shut the fuck up, Tracy, you son of a bitch, I don't care. Yeah, I really don't care. Full on, full out, I don't care. I gotta check out a couple of these pushes off screen because I need to kind of evaluate who should go up and who should go down, because I'm pretty sure Credible should just be a mid-carder. Yeah, I definitely thought so. Anyways, I'll look over all these off screen. I won't trouble you with them. They're mostly how's the word? I was about to say pragmatic. That's not the word. They're mostly whatever. I'll just fucking. They're mostly just for show. You know what I mean? Like I don't. I think I've said it enough. I book what I want to book for this show, and that's pretty much it. Pretty sure it was Hardcore TV RV. Yeah, Hardcore RV. You know, just my favorite. That was really loud. It's my favorite fucking Robin Williams movie, Hardcore RV. Anyways, there's another one in the hatchet, another one down the pipes. We'll be back with episode 120. Wow. Very soon. Maybe not. I don't know. Don't hold me to anything, okay? I'm crazy. He doesn't know what he's saying. Yep, this is Silly Talk signing out.